Namaste, my name is Sanat Kumar. Welcome back to the Manana podcast. Manana is a Sanskrit word that means reflection or contemplation. In this podcast, I'll be sharing my deep, insightful reflections for you to contemplate and hence live a life of fulfillment. I hope you find great value in today's episode. Reality distortion field is a term used by Bud Tribble at Apple Computer in 1981 to describe company co-founder Steve Jobs' charisma and its effects on the developers working on the Macintosh project. Steve Jobs' reality distortion field was a personal refusal to accept limitations that stood in the way of his ideas, to convince himself that any difficulty was surmountable. This field was so strong that he was able to convince others that they too could achieve the impossible. I like to call it the distortion field, eliminating the reality word from it. And the distortion field is actually disrupts people's existing beliefs that are limiting them and push them hard to see the truth and grow. In fact, it should be called the delusion distortion field, as it is helping people come out of delusions. Okay, let's forget about naming it appropriately. Through this episode, what I wanted to convey is that please push your friends, your family towards growth. Push them off the cliff so they'll realize they have the ability to fly, metaphorically, of course. Disrupt their belief system and thoughts, all in order to help them grow in whatever way they've chosen. When I say disrupt, I'm not saying go and impose something on anybody. You ask questions, which in turn will make them think and then realize what they're supposed to. Many might not like you for it, but don't bother because your intent is for their growth. And that's what it takes to be your friend or colleague or whatever relationship they are in with you. Again, I want to emphasize this again. You should not be harsh when you're doing this. You should not go and impose something forcibly. You should ask questions which will make them think, and finally they will realize what you wanted them to realize. Okay, not to brag, but I feel I'm a natural at this. A tower constantly creating a distortion field around the people close to me. If you're one of my closest ones, you already know how much I've impacted you by now. I take being in any kind of relationship, especially friendship and colleagueship, whatever it is, gives me an opportunity to serve them, leave them better than you found them, right? As soon as I believe in someone, even a little, I start sharing my skills, knowledge, interests, moreover, my passion. I then take up collaboration projects with them, even when they're not that willing. I somehow make sure there's so much to speak every day, and that helps both ends of the relationship. And all this is happening naturally. I'm not consciously taking each step as I've told, but I'm aware I do that. Okay, forget about me. What I'm trying to say is have this one rule or principle or values in your mind, whatever you might call it, and that is leave people better than you found them. Robin Sharma, my favorite author, emphasizes this a lot. And I'm trying to do the same with this concept called distortion field, right? And as I said, many might hate you for it, but some will recognize the benefits of being with you. They'll be ever grateful for having you with them, right? Because you will be beneficial to them. You are pushing them to be their best. They'll secretly start enjoying being with you because deep inside, everybody is happiest when they're growing, and you're helping them do that. And moreover, it's not whether they feel grateful or they feel blissful about what you've done to them, but it's our duty. It's our duty to serve. Serving is our duty. How you serve is subjective and depends on your passion and skills, but the principle of leaving people better than you found them is a universal guide. Everyone can do that, and you must try to do that. Teach what you know well, share what you're passionate about, inspire them to move ahead. Or sometimes it might just be to listen to a person with utmost attention. Be a tower of distortion field and leave people better than you found them. I hope you received excellent value in today's episode. To know more, head over to sanatkumarnebi.com, and if you haven't already, check out my book The Flower of Fulfillment. Thank you for listening, and I wish you have a great day.